No, North Dakota is a really unique place.
He sits in a quiet, unassuming office. His desk is filled with paperwork.
It's a job that you really get some satisfaction out of by bringing resolution and close to problems.
And Troy Fleck says he gets to solve little and big problems every day.
You can talk yourself into a fight, so to speak, but not everybody can talk themselves out of one. It's really a verbal judo at its finest. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, is Angela around?
Speaking.
But Fleck also makes something like serving civil papers sound simple.
You can give us a call and we can explain it to you.
He's been a deputy for Burleigh County for almost 30 years.
Some of these guys, like some of the people I work with, it just impresses me every day with the skills that they have learned and how they can do something. They can take money from somebody or they can take property from somebody, and in the end that person is thanking them. That really is an art. 1024, 108.
An art you could say Fleck has mastered in his time at the sheriff's office. Sometimes it's divorce papers, sometimes it's a subpoena. Fleck says not everybody is happy to see him coming. He's used to it. He's a former military policeman.
I'm just a private when I get into the business. No rank at all, the lowest guy in the totem pole. And you could potentially be dealing with a general or a colonel or a major or a lieutenant, and the rank structure is that they would have the power over you to tell you what's going to happen. But when I went through MP school, they always had told us a phrase that says, "Do not confuse your rank with my authority."
Fleck has been deployed to Iraq twice, once when he was just 18 years old as part of Desert Storm. The second time happened in 2003, when Fleck was a staff sergeant for the 957th Engineer Company with the North Dakota National Guard.
That was some of the first time I've actually been in combat where people were shooting at us and we were shooting at people and people were blowing us up and people were dying.
It was just over a year until Fleck returned home, but his return to civilian life was not as simple as swapping uniforms.
It really hit home because what I learned there and what I had to process there, when I came home, I learned not to sweat the small things.
Fleck now handles thousands of dollars worth of collections for the Burleigh County Sheriff's Office. If he does his job right, the sheriff doesn't get sued. But he's no pencil pusher. Last year, Fleck was named North Dakota Peace Officer of the Year.
We had conversations about what I did that I deserve to be put in for this award. And geez, it almost brings a guy to tears.
An emotional and humbling honor for Fleck. But when he's not out making the rounds,
Bismarck Central, 4822.
He also enjoys volunteering with other veterans. He's made the trip on 3 of the North Dakota honor flights.
I've pushed wheelchairs, I've helped people up Capitol Hill and to all the monuments and things of that nature, and that really has been a form of therapy for a lot of these guys. And when we return home, we get letters, and we get, from that flight, we return back, and the veterans go back with their families. And when I was there in DC, I would hear these veterans talking to each other about their experiences. And that is really the first time that they've probably ever talked about some of that stuff.
But talking it out is nothing new for Fleck. He does that for a living. In Bismarck, Joel Porter for KX News.